What if Deku was the reincarnation of Sun Wukong? Part 0. This is my fourth take so far because my iPad keeps turning off. Okay, but this starts off when Deku is born. Inko sees him, he's like, what's up with how he looks? Like, he got a tail. Like, Deku looks like this picture, but like as tiny as a baby with a lot less hair. And Inko sees like he kind of resembles a monkey. So like, and Inko's like a big Chinese mythology expert. Like, she liked that shit a lot, and she remembered Sun Wukong. So she named him that, cause why not? Makes it easier for me to remember. So that's his name. His name's Sun. And time skip to when Deku's 4, when he just gets into kindergarten. Bakugo's like, oh, look at that loser with he looks like a monkey. Cause even when Bakugo was little, I guarantee he was a little cunt. And Deku was like, don't call me that. And Bakugo's like, what you gonna do about it? And in Deku's head, those are fighting words. But he was like, I'll let them slide, I'll let it slide for a minute. And Bakugo pulled this out his ass like, oh, this is a Deku. He's a Deku, useless. And Deku's like, stop calling me that. And Baku's, what you gonna do about it? And pushes Deku. And to Deku, that's like, oh, self-defense time. And he just socks Bakugo in the chin. Doesn't do that much damage. He's 4 years old, but like more damage than a regular 4-year-old would do, because he has like abnormal strength, stronger than most people his age. And Bakugo is like, aw, you little shit. Yeah. And tries to punch Deku, and accidentally lets off an explosion, and that's how he finds out about his quirk. And then Bakugo just looked at his hands like, ha ha ha, look, I got a strong quirk. And since he was off guard, since he just found out, he was all hyped about his quirk, Deku just like does a fucking strong 1-2-1-2 on Bakugo. Fool's knocked out because his body's fragile. And Deku just is like, tells the teacher, I feel sick, I'm going home. Because he says, fuck, the principal gonna call me any minute now. And by the time Deku gets home, like, the principal already called his mom. And she's kind of mad at him, like, not too mad, but like, why'd he do that? And Deku's like, Bakugo pushed me and was talking shit. He didn't say that exactly, but basically that's what he says. And she's like, I understand, but that doesn't give you a reason to knock someone out. And he's like, fine. And then like a week later, Deku's mom's like, let's go to the quirk doctor to finally get your quirk on your records. And fucking the doctor's like, he's quirkless. And the mom was like, how? He had a tail and everything. He is like a monkey quirk or something. And the doctor's like, nah, he's quirkless. We've done like 6 tests on him already. And she's like, oh, my son's a weirdo. Oh, disgusting. Because I'm just gonna say, like, Inko's one of the people that, like, Even though she got a weak quirk, she still has a quirk, so she thinks she's above him and doesn't want to have a quirkless child. And Sashi's gone, so he doesn't know this is happening. And he wouldn't care either because he left them behind. He may say it's work, but we all know what happened. He just said, nah, not ready to be a dad. So on the way home, she stops by the forest, like near UA, and just drops him off there and be like, I'ma go do something real quick. Just stay here. And Deku's just waiting there for like 6 hours, and at that moment he just was like, oh, she's not coming back. So he starts crying up in the corner, and in his head he just hears, don't cry. And he just kind of passes out, and then he goes into like this dreamlike state, and he sees him in the picture just standing there. And Deku's like, who are you? And Deku's like, I'm Sun Wukong, aka known the Monkey King. And Deku's like, oh, we have the same name, so cool. And he's like, yes, I guess it is. And Sun Wukong wasn't like seen through Deku's eyes, so she's like, why are you out in the forest all by yourself? And Deku's like, my mom left me. And let's just say like Sun Wukong appears in real life, but only Deku could see him and feel him. Actually, that sounded wrong, but I'll just go with it. So when Deku wakes up, he sees Sun Wukong like made a little shelter for them both. And Deku's like, why are you so nice to me? And Sun Wukong's like, cause you are me. Like, not literally me, but you're my reincarnation. And Deku doesn't understand it at the moment, but he will later. And like when he enters UA, and Deku is just like, well, alright, I guess. And Sun Wukong takes care of him for like the next 5 years, teaches him how to like do kung fu and things like that. Like, teaches him everything he knows. And at that moment, like, it's already like the 5-year gap, or whatever the fuck I said, it's 5 years now. Deku's like already a high tier black belt in all martial arts, and Sun Wukong, like, it's his 9th birthday, and Sun Wukong gives him the flying cloud, the Nimbus, and the pole, like his staff, the golden one that he has in his hand right now. And he gives him like a bag that's gonna have the armor, but Sun Wukong's like, do not open that bag until you are 14, like where the start of the anime is. And Deku's like, alright. And for like the next few years, like 2 years, like Deku's 11, Sun Wukong was just teaching him how to use the pole, like how to fight with it, how to extend it, how to make it smaller and things like that. And like Deku's gonna, since he uses magic and not actually a quirk, he just stores it like how it is in like, you haven't seen the trailer for the Sun Wukong game, like he just kind of like makes it go inside his ear, like he has like fucking brain storage that he's gonna keep like his pole and armor. So like he just has like that's his storage unit like for his weapons, and so it won't weigh him down as much. So he can just carry wherever he goes. And out of nowhere, someone kind of just like disappears, and the and Deku's like, "Where'd he go?" And that night when Deku goes to sleep, someone kind of appears in his head, and it was like, "I was never really there. You were just able to see me," explaining to him like that he was the only one able to see him and touch him, and everyone just thought he was talking to himself. The few people that did walk by and see Deku just fucking talking to him, as they're just like, "Oh, what the fuck is up with that weirdo?" And so Deku's just alone for like a year. So he's 13, and one random night, just like a villain, just trying to hide from the heroes in the forest that Deku is planted in, and the villain sees Deku and is like, "I'm gonna take you hostage, so these heroes can't capture me." And Deku's like, "No, you're not." And just fucking pulls the pole out his ear and just starts beating the villain. And the hero that was chasing the villain was Aizawa. So Aizawa saw Deku and was like, "Why are you here, little kid?" And Deku's like, "I'm not little." And Aizawa like, "You are to me. Where're your parents?" And Deku's like, "I don't have any. They left me here." And Aizawa's like, "How long have you been left here?" And Deku's like, "Since I was 4." And Aizawa still doesn't know his age, so he's like, "You seem like you're 10 or like 11." And Deku's like, "No, I'm 13." And so Aizawa's like, "So you've been here for almost 10 years?" And Deku's like, "Yeah, so what about it?" And Aizawa's like, "I'm gonna have to take you in and to like an orphanage because I can't just leave you out here all alone." And Deku's like, "I don't want to leave though." And let's just say like Sun Wukong, like since he's been alive for so long, or not alive but knows a lot of things, he was like teaching Deku everything, because no one was able to see him, but he was still able to go out in the world. So he knows. He went a few schools and just learned without no one even knowing he was there. So he teaches Deku everything he knows. So Deku's not just the fucking dumbass with a kindergarten mindset. And Aizawa is like, "I'm really gonna have to take you in." So like Deku and Aizawa are like about to fight until All Might appears. And All Might's like, "Young boy, why are you here?" And he's like, "I live here." And he's like, "Where are your parents?" And Aizawa explains to All Might the situation. And they both detain Deku. And Aizawa's like, "I like his like fucking mindset, like of not wanting to give up so easy." Because let's say Deku did give a good fight to Aizawa and All Might when they were trying to detain him. So Aizawa adopted Deku, and Deku's like always trying to leave, like go out back to the woods, but he always ends up getting caught again. So it's been a year. Deku's kind of got used to Aizawa. Like he doesn't see him as a dad. He just sees him as a like kind of like a uncle. And let's say Deku went for the last year. Deku went to the same school as Ida, so he kind of knows Ida, but Ida don't like him because Deku is always messing around in class because he hadn't been in school in so long. He just does whatever he wants. That's where I'm gonna leave off the what if. Nah, actually, I'm gonna leave it off at this say. Aizawa was talking to Deku about the UA entrance exam. He wants to be a hero, and I just say Deku still wants to be a hero. Cause why not? So Aizawa and Deku have been training for the past 9 months, and it's about to be the UA entrance exam, and that's where I'm gonna leave it off.